So we've got our jar all set up and ready to go. We are doing some candle testing today. I'm just gonna turn this on and we're gonna add some wax. This is our chunk of wax that we're gonna be putting in there. So this wax right here I got from the Flaming Candle Co. I also, from them also, but the wicks we're using today is from Candle Science, and it is the pre-tapped wicks with these ones. These are the Premier 735 6-inch, but I'm going to try a different one this time with this wax. This is the 600 Pro Blend Parasoy wax. It's very soft, which I'll show you guys. I like the apricot wax also, but look how soft and easy it is to just slice that wax right there. It's very soft. So then I'm just gonna take my wax and I'm gonna stick it in here and let that sucker melt. So this kind of shows you what kind of wax it is. It is for a container. That means these containers right here. And I did turn it down. This one tends to smoke, but I do use this when I'm doing bigger batches, but we're just doing one candle today. So I'm also going to teach you the candle wax math too. Okay, we're going to come over here and we are going to pick a scent for the candle that I want. We're being honest. You do get a free fragrance with every purchase from the Flaming Candle Co., just in case you're wondering. So I just use these little medicine cups to capture my fragrance in when I'm doing one candle, because that's what we're getting as far as our wax, like I said. Okay, so the candle math, you want to make sure that you've got this. For me, I use grams. So you're going to take your jar that you're going to be using and you're going to zero it out. Now you can either fill this up with wax and know your exact fill weight, or you can do it with water. So I'm going to show you how to do it with water and then how you get your fragrance. I just got this scale off of Walmart.com. So we're just gonna fill it up to where we're gonna want that water, which is right there. So mine is 229 grams, okay, so we're gonna do 235. Okay, you can see here that my water was 235, then we're gonna do times 0.86, and that's the density of the wax. So your fill weight for your wax is 202. So your next step is using 8% fragrance oil, and if you use 10%, you would do 10, but you always do 100% plus either, if you're gonna do 6%, 8%, or 10, you're gonna divide it by your wax fill weight. So I get 187 for my wax, and now I need to subtract 202 from the 187 to get my fragrance oil percent. So right here you can see that I got 15% grams fragrance. So your candles should be 187 grams. Fragrance oil should be 15 grams. So what I'm going to do is just turn this on, put this here, make sure that it's zeroed out, and we're going to put 15 grams of the fragrance oil in here. Before I add that, we're going to check the temp of our wax and see where we're at. So we're at 215, which is not horrible. And we're about as low as we can bring that, so we're just gonna let it sit. What I'm gonna do is stir this wax, because I've not, given it a good stir yet, so we are see what happens. Okay, I've dropped it down to 1, which is about as low as I can get, but we're gonna let it do its thing. And we will get the fragrance oil going. So I'm actually gonna mix Coastal Cottage with Love Spell. Said, guys, it takes a bit. Come on. There we go. So now we're gonna add the fragrance oil to the wax, and you need to stir this for at least a good minute. They say 2 minutes, but I've been told that it doesn't really matter if it's the full 2 minutes, but you want the molecules to actually stir together. So make sure you give it a really good stir, at least a minute if you don't do the full 2 minutes. You also want to make sure that you're stirring slowly so you're not introducing more air to your wax. So this definitely needs to cool down. Yeah, so it's going down. So it's 195. We want it to be a little more cooler before we put it into our jar right here. It helps, the cooler it is, the better it is for jar adhesion, they say. And I can smell this really good. So I'm hoping that my hot throw smells amazing. The hot throw is when you're burning your candle and what it smells like. The cold throw is when the candle has been set up and you can smell it without lighting it. Okay, I'm going to use my piston tool right here. We're going to put that in there. Using this, I got this off of Walmart.com, and we're just going to check that temp. Okay, and we're going to take this and fill up, and now we're all full and everything is good. So now we're going to let this sit for 3 days, and then I will light this and see where we get with it. Keep in mind with candles, guys, your wax matters, your vessel matters, and your wicks matters. So all of it needs to work together for your candles to work correctly. And anything and everything can throw it off, and this is why you always want to do the testing process, because I do have candles that I've done and you can't smell a darn scent from it when it's warming up, which... Okay, so it's been a few days, and to test my candles, I always bring them in my bathroom so that I can get the best smell of it to see if it smells. The cold throw is great. It's nice. It's strong. Smells like Love Spell from Victoria's Secret. But we're going to see if the smell itself, once it's lit, the hot throw is as good. But definitely the testing of candles and getting the scent really is something that you have got to work on. This candle right here is my other one that I had done. It has a really cold throw, so you can smell it when it's not lit, but when it's lit, it has no scent whatsoever, not even a little bit. It's great. I can smell the hot throw. It's a strong scent. I ordered some more scents now that I have this set down and good. Candle math is great. So I'm excited. This worked out. Love it. Gonna be making a mixture of different fragrances to make my own scents and start selling those.